What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, y'all. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications, and please go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction you'd like me to do for you, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows. We live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, where we cover the hottest topics in boxing. We live every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. That's our breakdown and prediction show. The show last night was lit. It was fire. Be sure to go check it out. And then I'm also live every Sunday morning with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we break down and we react to all the fights from that weekend. And this Sunday, we're going to have a lot to talk about because there's a lot of fights, man. But I just wanted to come up here, man, and give y'all my final thoughts on Erickson Lubin and Sebastian Fundora. We've made our pick. I'm sticking with the pick. I got Fundora stopping Erickson Lubin late. If you want the full breakdown and the full prediction as to why I think that that's going to happen, go check out the live stream from last night. But I just want to give my final thoughts because the fighters have done their last press conference. Erickson Lubin made some comments. Sebastian Fundora made some comments. And we want to talk about it, man, and just kind of go ahead and put the icing on top of the cake, bro. Get the final thoughts and kind of get to it. So, Fundora, he was asked about Lubin, and he said, look, he's a counterpuncher, like I told y'all, and that's what I expect him to bring to the table, to be looking to try to counter the shots that I'm throwing. And then Erickson Lubin, man, he says, look, man, on Fundora, he says, I think he gets hit a lot. I think his defense is very vulnerable, and you know I got some real devastating power. So we're going to see how that plays out. He says, I have worked hard, taken on tough opponents, and climbed back to where I once was, and the WBC noticed what I did. By doing that, I am now able to take the next step to fulfill my dream when I started, which is to become a world champion. Nothing in boxing is given to any fighter, and to become a world champion, I must face one of the best emerging fighters in boxing, and I'm ready. This is the next step in my career to secure my shot at the title, so I took my training to the next level. I moved my whole camp to Vegas to avoid all distractions. This is a career-defining moment for me and a chance for me to rewrite history after my first world title fight. I want to be a world champion, and to do that, I must sacrifice some of my comforts. My trainer, Kevin Cunningham, has also made some major additions to my training regimen, and the hard work will be on display when I step in the ring. Listen, man, I'm excited for all the fights this weekend, right? I want to see how old-ass Triple G look against Morales. I want to see Michaela Mayer, you know, take on Jennifer Hahn, come an opponent with Katie Taylor, see if she can beat her worst, potentially, possibly stop her, and hopefully get us into a position to where Alicia Baumgardner and Michaela Mayer can fight for undisputed. I'm excited for that. I want to see Ryan Garcia in the ring. I give him a lot of slack, but the only reason I talk about him on my channel, the only reason I give him the coverage that I do give him, because I see the talent in that young man. It's undeniable, his level of talent. I just wish all the capping, all the taking advantage of, you know, taking his talent for granted, not working hard, lying and shit all the time, clout chasing all the time. If he cut all that shit out, man, he ain't no bad young man. I ain't got no issues with him, so I'm excited to see him step in the ring, man. Can't wait to see Tony Harrison fight. Junto Nakatani is fighting. It's a lot of great fights this weekend, but Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora is really the one that I'm most interested in because I think it's the most high-pressure fight. It's two fighters fighting not only for a title shot, but it's Sebastian Fundora just a novelty act. Because he just, look, he's 6'5", he can make 154, and that's what people know him for. Or is he going to take the step to, like, people, oh, nah, bro, he a legitimate contender. Figuring out how to deal with him is tough, and he a tough fight for anybody. He beats Erickson Lubin, he takes that step. Erickson Lubin is so much on the line for him because you don't get but so many shots to climb your way back into a title shot. You got to think about it, like, he lost to Charlo at 22 years old. He now 26. It's 4 years later, and he's just now fighting to become a mandatory. Like, it took him 4 years, damn near 5 years, to climb back into this position. If he loses again, it's going to take him another 3, 4, 5 years. Now he's 30. And I hate to tell y'all, you know, people don't want to understand this, but as you age, reflexes slow down. People with chin vulnerabilities, your chin don't get better. The more hits you take, the more sparring that you do, the older that you get. When you're chinny young, typically as you get older, you become even more vulnerable to getting tapped on that chin, is what boxing history tells us, right? So it's kind of now or never for him, because Sebastian Fundora, if he were to lose, and I got Fundora winning, but if Fundora were to lose, bro, Fundora, it's easy for him to bounce back. He's younger. It would be his first loss. And again, he has the factor of people are going to be like, oh, I want to see the 6'5" dude that can make 154 pounds. He's so much taller than that. He's always going to have that shit to where people are going to, you know, be interested. Whereas Erickson Lubin, like, you know, business is business, but the PBC, they got a lot of slick fighters with power. A lot of people that look like Erickson Lubin that they can market if he lose. They got both of the Charlos in their stable. They got David Morrell in their stable. They got Caleb Plant in their stable. They got Julian J. Rock Williams, Tony Harrison, Jared Hurd, Earl Spence Jr., Eudenis Ugas, Jerron Boots Ennis. He ain't a PBC fighter, but he fight on Showtime. So he fights on their network. And they have all the fighters that he could potentially face. So essentially, they do business with him too. They got Tim Zhu that they just signed over. So they have a lot of people around that weight class that fight similarly, that look similar to Erickson Lubin. So, and some of those guys don't have losses. So he could get pushed even further to the back of the line and become an opponent for somebody. And now you're looking at, he had to take tough fights to build himself back up. He would have to take even tougher fights to try to build himself back up. Being older, being more vulnerable, having even more of a blueprint on how to beat him. Like, it's just not, it's not a fight he can afford to lose, in my opinion. If he ever wants to be world champion, he can still be a good fighter, but he goes into Terrell Goucher mode. You feel what I'm saying? Eudenis Ugas mode before he fought Manny Pacquiao. Like, he goes into that bucket if he's not able to be successful. As far as the fight breakdown, again, I want y'all to go check that out on the live stream that we did. But I still maintain, and Sebastian Fundora touched on it just a little bit, and Erickson Lubin does have devastating power, but Erickson Lubin is looking to counter you and fight off of his back foot. It's going to be hard to counter a guy with a 6-inch arm reach advantage and someone who's going to be marching forward and being able to hit you from positions that you can't hit him from. It's hard to get into position to counter somebody when they can throw a hook and still be out of range of you. Sebastian Fundora so long, he can throw an uppercut at Fundora and be out of range, bro. He can throw his uppercut like a straight punch. And then when they get on the inside, Fundora can fight on the inside too. It's a really, really difficult puzzle to solve. And I'm interested to see if Erickson Lubin can do it. If he's able to do it, he gets all the credit in the world. You know, we don't hate on nobody. We just give y'all our objective analysis on who we think can win. But I just think watching Erickson Lubin be hurt and stunned badly by a jab against Jason Rosario, watching what Charlo did to him, something from Fundora is going to get through to rock him. Something's going to get through to rock him, because for his counter-punching ability, for how explosive Lubin is offensively, I don't see the defensive prowess that leads me to believe that he's going to be able to stay away from Fundora the whole fight. And I think Fundora will be able to hit him consistently. And I think a war is going to break out. I think Fundora is going to force Lubin into a war. It's not going to be a boxing match. And in a war, I got to go with the guy who I saw take clean shots from Nathaniel Gallimore. I saw him take clean shots from Sergio Garcia. I saw him take clean shots from Jorge Cota. And Fundora he just walked through it. He good. He take them shots well. Whereas Lubin, I see him getting hurt by jabs and getting wobbly. He get hit clean. Like, I'm literally watching Erickson Lubin fights. Like, bro, like every time he get hit, I'm looking like, bro, you hurt? You good? Like, it's just, I don't know. And then you add that to the fact, and I'll leave y'all with this again for the full breakdown. Go check out the live stream. One nugget that I don't think anyone's talking about when they pick Lubin. Lubin has 0 stoppages. He got 17 knockouts in 24 fights. All 17 of those knockouts came in the first half of the fight. So once you get him past round 6, he's not as dangerous of a puncher. Some people's power just don't carry to the later half of the fight. And he has proven throughout his career to be one of those fighters. Now, if he's able to do it late, then shit, he do it late. But his power has not carried late in the fight, which means he's really like if he catch you with some shit and hurt you, then he hurt you early. He ain't the type of person that breaks you down. So when people start talking about Lubin breaking Fundora down to the body, stopping him late, wearing Fundora down, he's not that type of fighter. But Fundora is. And so I think Lubin got to do something early in the fight. And if he don't, I think Fundora going to get him. And so my pick officially stays the same. Fundora stoppage between round 8 and round 10. I lean towards 9 or 10, but it could even be 8 if Fundora is very competitive early and catching him with shots early. If he comes on late, I think it'll be like round 9 or 10. But y'all give me y'all thoughts, man. Final thoughts. Lubin, Fundora. If you somebody that was picking Fundora and you want to change your pick to Lubin, do it right here in the comment section. If you was picking Lubin and you want to change your pick to Fundora, do it in the comment section. It's not too late. You got until before the fight start to come on over to the wide side, man. Come on over to the dark side and rock with your boy Knockout, man. But I appreciate y'all watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here, y'all. Peace out.